Here's my honest opinion, because you might be shocked. I actually believe that this strategy is a good one that works. Just not right now. This strategy probably would have worked a year ago, or this strategy might have worked if the Democrats just won the American presidential election, but they lost. And now what's happened in the last few weeks since this happened, you've seen a cultural shift. You are seeing people saying enough is enough with this liberal stuff. We don't want this anymore. That's why we vote against it. And that's why we got Trump in. That's why the Republicans are now going to dominate the Senate and the House of Representatives. This was the absolutely, positively worst possible time for Jaguar to launch this kind of rebranding. This could have worked if it happened earlier or if we had a different outcome. But you have to be the dumbest person on the planet to think that this is what's wanted right now. You just had everyone in the United States vote and say, we don't want that crazy stuff anymore. We've had enough of it. We want to go back to how things were before. That's why we voted that way. So why would you launch this campaign now? You want to know the truth? I think they didn't have a choice. I think they were banking on the Democrats winning this election and saying, now America will be ultra liberal for 4 years and everyone will want our cars because everyone wants to be weird and eccentric and different. And this is the way to do it. Be the person with the chunk of hair missing. Be the person who dresses up with a donut around their stomach. Be the weirdo bouncing off the walls with a mallet or whatever, break molds and drive a Jaguar. But sorry, that's not what happened. It's the opposite. People said, no, we don't want the ultra liberal. We don't want the ultra progressive. We want things to go back again. And they voted for it and they won. The majority, both in the popular vote and all of the what's the other thing? The electoral college vote. Dang, sorry about that. I had a brain fart. So yeah, both dominated by the Republicans. This is the absolute worst possible time for them to try to do this. It might have worked, but the thing is, and here's why we talked about this, all right? Why did the Republicans win the election? There are people who want this, by the way. However, the people who want this are considered coastal elites. These are people who live on the coast of the United States, east and the west coast, in very pocketed parts, the entire, northeastern coast all the way up, and the west coast from Washington, where I live, all the way down California. And there's a lot of people who are there in big population dense areas, and they want the liberal values. They want, everything mixing over, and they want this kind of stuff. Okay? And they vote, and they're powerful, and they have a lot of money. These people are a lot of money to spend. And again, if the Democrats had won the election, I wouldn't be shocked if there would have been a different response to this. But now we've seen, I guess there's going to be a shift. And this is in America, we have this shift. What's going to happen, again, I told you, in culture in the world, you see this pendulum swing back and forth. America was the tipping point. And now I guarantee you, we just talked about it with Justin Trudeau earlier, you may start to see this conservative shift around the rest of the globe as well. You're going to see people saying, we had a few years of this. We had 8, 10 years of it. Let's go back. Go back to the other side now. So this couldn't have been the worst strategy. I mean, I can't believe they decided to go through with it. The only thing I can think of, they didn't have a choice. They actually put all their eggs in one basket. They were already desperate because they've lost so much of their sales. They had to do something, and they 100% somehow got brainwashed that they thought that the Democrats were going to have a sweeping win and that this was going to be the beginning of the full progressive push worldwide rather than a full conservative push. They gambled wrong. You bet on black. Oops, it came up red. Son of a bitch. And now I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, again, unless this car gets announced this week, and this is the best dang car you've ever seen in your life, I cannot imagine them selling this vehicle.